We're here. It's been a long time, guys. This is what we've all been building up towards. This right here. The definitive moment. One of the biggest trophies on planet Earth. Of course, it's the Champions League. And when this draw was made, I didn't even think there was any point in me even doing this preview. But how so much has changed in a few months. Like, as I said again, when the draw was made, I said, bam, PSG... simple, they'll win both legs, they'll see it through, and the real test of this team will come in the quarterfinals when they'll face who they have to face against a real proper team, because United under Mourinho, nada. But United are one of the most informed teams in Europe. They are completely different, very dangerous, and tactically this is a bad matchup for PSG. But not only is it a bad matchup for PSG, Neymar's out. Verratti is a doubt for the first leg. Cavani's out. The theme of this is, can Kylian take out an entire army by himself? Like, I believe the answer is no. But that is the question, because again, Kylian has to pretty much carry this team on his shoulders. And I just think that is just too much to ask of a guy who is still a youth. He's still a fetus, so it's too much to ask from him. But look, man, This is just the cards that have been dealt from PSG, because I'm sorry, Tuchel can say, okay, we have these injuries, we're unlucky if we had a full strength team. No ifs, buts, or maybes. You were brought in to win the Champions League. You were not brought in to come to the quarterfinals, to the semis of the final. You were brought in to win the title, because this team was built to win the flipping title. Labille. I mean, many people insulted him under Mourinho. Many people thought, okay, well, Labille, he's going to mess up. He's not going to be able to show what he can do when Mourinho left. But Labille has arguably been one of the most swaggiest players in the world right now. And he has shown that, look, man, give me the right environment, give me the right team, the right system and tactics. I can show you why I am that flipping dude. So with United playing at home at Old Trafford, I think they will, because I still feel United can do something in Paris. I don't think that is too much of a foregone conclusion for them to actually get some goals in Paris. But again, with how this whole legs goes, at for the team that plays at home in the first leg, what they want is that let's try and end it in the first leg, because of course the advantage is of the team who plays who plays at home in the second leg. But again, that advantage would not really mean anything if first leg that team just is a lights out. The team who are at home. So for United, I think that Solskjaer, who has done such an amazing job with United, he will now look, attack the living daylights out of these guys from the very first minute. Let's run at them, get at them, because these guys defensively are not on point. Because I mean, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, and Thiago Silva. That's a back three that is waiting to be exposed. Bernat, as we know, he's very susceptible. So I think the key thing will be if United can connect in that last third area. If they can connect in that last third area, I just think it's going to be very difficult for that PSG back three to cope with the technical ability of a Martial, the intelligent, evasive movements of a Lingard, and the potency of a Rashford. Because look, Buffon is in goal. I know Buffon is the man and he's a legend and so forth. Rashford is a sharpshooter, and a sharpshooter against a guy who turns 78 next week. I'm choosing the young sharpshooter, bro. But again, the key thing is Labille. If PSG allow Labille to have his way, man, it could be a feast for United. And I think the issue is with no Verratti, because if Verratti was in there up against Labille, then we would have a titanic, beautiful, amazing midfield matchup. But with no Verratti in there, bro, it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. And I think Labille knows that, look, man, if I can just get on the ball, have my way. That's the key thing. If he has his way, PSG will just be chasing the entire game. So, and I just think for United, the defensively, that is the one area that I think PSG can say, you know what's up. Yes, United have gone on an amazing run. Yes, it has been truly amazing what they've gone on. But that defense is still suspect. And we don't look at the teams that they have faced. For me, the best team they faced on this their run under Solskjaer has been Tottenham. And in that Tottenham game, if it wasn't for De Gea, maybe Tottenham would have scored 2 or 3 goals, because Tottenham really raided and completely rampaged them throughout that second half. United still defended well, but Tottenham got at them. So I think PSG will know that, look, that defense we can get at them. Let's look at PSG right now. I'm hearing about this guy, what was his name? Lotan or something? Di Maria is no longer relevant right now. Di Maria is tier 3. Okay, he's tier 3. He was tier 2 back in the day. He's tier 3 right now. So people say that, no, Di Maria is not the guy who you talk about in 2019. You got the Drax. Draxler can still say something in there. It's tough. I mean, is Rabiot around? But I think for PSG, if I'm Tuchel, I have to know that we have to try to protect the ball. That's what I believe. I believe that for PSG, I would say to them is that let us play a very composed game and let us try and control the ball, because I think Tuchel will know that, yes, we have all of these bodies down. Have these guys faced the kind of individual quality that we have? No, they have not. Because no one that United have faced on this run have the quality of a Kylian, of a Di Maria, of a flipping Draxler. They don't have that kind of quality. So I think Tuchel will say, look, man, keep hold of that ball. Use your quality. Show that you're superior to these guys man for man. And let us try and test that defense with good, silky, well-timed, first one-touch football. Because I think, Tuchel will say to himself that we will suffer in periods in this game, and I've got to look and rely upon the experience of Thiago Silva to be able to do some clear, smart, intelligent defending. But as much as he will suffer, he will know that, look, man, we can get some goals here, because I think PSG have to aim to get at least 1 or 2 goals in this game. And then if they go back to Paris and it's like 3-1, 4-1, or they don't score a goal, they go down like 2-0, it's all over. It's all over. I still think United can get them. But look, man, Kylian. See, this was about Kylian and Neymar. That was what this was about. This is what the story was about. It's about the 1-2 punch of Kylian and Neymar, and Kylian combining with Neymar. Because I thought that 1-2 punch would have been way too much for United, with or without Solskjaer. Without Neymar, Kylian by himself, no Cavani in sight. I think this is too much to ask for this kid. It's too much to ask for this kid. Like, actually, I would consider making him a horseman if Kylian single-handedly spearheads a victory over the Sources. I will consider him for a horseman, because that would just be an outstanding achievement. He's got a World Cup medal, by the way. But this is a bridge too far. It's too long, because, again, I've studied this match fully, footballing-wise and everything, and it is too difficult and far too improbable for him without Neymar to be able to do this on his own. It's far too difficult. But this is where Tuchel has got to bring in some tactics. It's about creating opportunities and space and scenarios for your boy Kylian Mbappé. That's what it's about. Just give him a one-on-one. Play the ball to him in space. Get that through ball. This is where your boy Drax and Di Maria have to earn their coin. You've got to earn your coin, because I repeat myself, if PSG gets knocked out in the round of 16, this project must be scrapped. Because for me already, like, when people talk about, who are the favorites for the Champions League, I don't put PSG in this conversation. Even with Neymar, I say no. They have not earned the right to ever be put in a conversation as one of the favorites to win this Champions League, because far too many times they flopped. I'm being real. Far too many times these guys have flopped. So, guys, this is going to be difficult. I think if you're United and Solskjaer, you have to feel very, very confident. And the reason why I say that this is a bad matchup tactically for United is that I look at that Liverpool game against PSG. I look at that Napoli game against PSG. And I say, what does this PSG team not like? Speed. Speed. Quick, intricate, fast, quick football. And I think that how United attack is they're very direct. You see, a good matchup for PSG is Man City, or how Chelsea would play, or how Barcelona play. That is a great matchup for them. A bad matchup for PSG is a team like United. And it is the kind of player that's a Rashford is or a Martial is, because that's just speed. It's quick. It's very direct. Okay, it's cutting out all the middlemen and just going straight to the purpose himself. So I see goals in this game. I see goals in this game because I think a lot of people, because I've been looking online and looking at people, having arguments for PSG, arguments for United and everything. And I think the people having arguments for PSG, like, it's PSG, it's Paris Saint-Germain, who have United faced. They've not really faced anybody of PSG's caliber. And people will say, even despite Neymar, Verratti, Cavani missing, you still got bodies, you've still got Drax, you've still got Thiago Silva, you still got international quality world-class dudes in this team. I say that's all fair and good, but I think let's take because for me, football is played on the pitch. It's not played off the pitch. It's not played via names or what you did last year. It's what you do in that point in time. And you have to look at how both teams play, how they've been playing, and how they're tactically set up. And tactically, that's the thing. If United get it right, boom. So if we now flip to PSG and to Tuchel right now, I think a key thing for them, if they don't want to get run over, is they've got to take Labil out of the game. Somehow, some way, they've got to press him and force him into mistakes. They've got to have a body on him and make sure that it's a very difficult game for him. Because if they allow him to enjoy him, if they allow Labil to enjoy himself, pull those strings, he'll take over the entire game. Because the issue with PSG is that they don't have... That's why it's difficult, because I said they have to keep the ball. Without Verratti, that's going to be a very difficult tactic to do. So maybe they have to just hit them hard and very direct. Give United the ball. Give them the ball to pass through and press them and try and intercept in key areas and give the ball quickly to a Drax, Mbappe, and tell them, run with the ball. Head with the ball. Don't just pass the ball. Run with the ball. Beat your man. Shoot on sight. Shoot on sight. Just keep getting shots, keep getting shots, and try and use your silky skills to slice them through. But just think for United, if they can just keep getting those balls, if they can move the ball quickly and silkily, I mean, it's going to be lights out. So I've been thinking about this. I told the guy, this is big. This is the Champions. This is what we live for. This is what we live for. This is massive. I told you, I've been waiting. You know how long I've been waiting for this damn thing? I told you, this channel began with the Champions League. That's what it began with. I know it's the Walkman and everything, but this channel began with the CL. It began with the CL. Scoreline. 3-1. 3-1 to Man United. Manchester United will win this game 3-1, which I think would be a fantastic result. And I just feel that result will be good enough for them to do what was seen as the improbable and knocking out our dear friends Paris Saint-Germain from the Champions League. But whatever the case may be, we're in for a very exciting game of football. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.